Okay, so this is a review of the Transformers Studio Series Revenge of the Fallen Constructicon Scrapmetal. So I picked him up this afternoon at my local toy world. At first I didn't really plan on picking this guy up, just because all those product shots showed him in this very bland yellow. Not that he is not bland in yellow, he surely is, but watching all those reviews, I decided to give him a try. He had a lot of positive feedback from other reviewers, so I thought, why not? Now that I have him in hand, I was pleasantly surprised. He has a very fun transformation, simple but not too simple. The robot mode looks cool. The alt mode itself is really fun to fiddle around with. The only thing that I think could be better is the size. I think he's a bit too small to be a deluxe class. He needs to be bigger in scale. That said, he is gonna be part of Devastator, and I think bringing him up to Voyager would just bring up the rest of the figures a scale higher. So yeah, I think I don't know, maybe it's a good decision just to keep him this size, just to keep the cost down and everything. That said, when I go through the size comparisons, you'll see I think he is a bit small. Okay, so let's take a look at the packaging and then let's take a look at the figure. So starting with the packaging, it's pretty standard except for one major thing. As you can see, there's this big image of scrap metal, and the side is a zoom in image of his face. He is deluxe class figure number 41. The other side, he does not have a Decepticon symbol. He has, okay, so I removed this already. He has the Devastator symbol, and instead of a figure, a picture of scrap metal, you have a picture of Devastator there. And at the back, there's some product shots of scrap metal. Constructicon Scrapmetal combines with his comrades to form Devastator. And here are the other two figures in the wave. You have Shatter and Cogman. I'm still on the fence whether I want to pick up Cogman, just because I already have that last night. And from reviews, he is mostly the same except with looser joints. So we'll see. That's the packaging. Now the figure comes with this display stand, which depicts his the scene in Egypt with the pyramids. He also comes with this shield that's mostly there to cover up the top on the alt mode, but I'll come back to this later. And he also comes with this clear enough instructions, not as clear as Siege, but good enough given how simple transformation this guy has. And at the back, you actually have the instructions to form the hand of Devastator. So yeah, and then here, this is a oversimplified shot of Devastator. He forms the hand, and then there's also Scavenger, Hightower, Rampage, Overload, Long Haul, Scrapper, and Mixmaster forming the rest. And the last figure in the wave, Overload, will come in late 2020. So I guess we'll have to wait until fourth quarter of next year to form this big guy. Now coming back to the accessory, the only way to use it in robot mode, just lower the camera a little bit, there you go. The only way to use it in robot mode is to peg that peg on this arm to form the shield. Oops, sorry. Peg that peg to that hole in the arm, form the shield. Although, oddly enough, that is accurate to the CG model. Let's see if I go back here. Let's see. There it is. Now focusing on scrap metal, as I've said, he is a cool looking figure, no doubt about it. He does come in this very bland yellow plastic, but other than that, he comes with a lot of details. So let's focus on the head. I think the head is the worst part of this figure, because there's not much going on there. There should be some red eyes there, but it's mostly covered by that black paint. I wish they used a lighter color paint, maybe gunmetal. So they put some gunmetal gray there. I wish they used the same in the face just to make it clearer. In comparison, see that image? It's gray, like silver gray metal face with red eyes. This is just black. So yeah. Other than that, though, it does have a lot of nice looking details. So going down, see the silver painted vent there. Those gears picked out in gunmetal, and these legs that are basically the threads. So that's gonna form the outer part of the threads later on. This is the inner part, but then look at those gear details there. You won't see that in older Transformers, I can tell you that. You'll see the gears, but it'll be, like for Optimus Prime, it's just gonna be red. So a lot of details there. The hand comes with this claw hand, which is same for both sides. Unfortunately, it does have the gimme hands, which you can turn this way, which forms the gorilla hand. So what can you do? From the side, he is looking very clean, very tidy. He does have this elongated what do you call this, shovel at the back, but it is tucked in very well, so not too bad. Not too bad at all. So let's look at some comparisons. Okay, before we go to comparisons, let's look at the articulation of the figure. With the hunched up head like that, you'd think he has a lot of up and down motion, but no, he does have a little bit of down but no up. He can swing his head all the way around. The arms can go all the way around, that much out. There's double joints on the elbow, which is cool. No rotation on the upper arm, unfortunately, but you do have the ball on the lower arm. The hand can go up and down, and then there's this, the hand claw can actually open up. That's the same for both sides. There's no hinge on the waist, unfortunately. The leg goes that much out, can go basically all the way up. This leg is hindered there because of that panel. The other leg is also unhindered, but you won't need that articulation anyway. Hinge there, two joints on the leg. He is chicken legged, and the toes can go claw in, but that's just for transformation. So he is decently posable, not too bad. Now for some size comparisons, here he is beside Sparta Prime's Dreadwind and Sideswipe from the Siege line. So as you can see, they're about the same height, which reinforces the fact that he is tiny. Here he is beside Studio Series Ratchet and Starscream. So as you can see, he's even smaller than Ratchet, which is, I think, too small. And finally, here he is with Marvel Legends Paul Rudd, Ed Black Series Daisy Ridley, as well as Mark Ruffalo on a scooter. Okay, going to the transformation. As I said, his transformation is simple. Not that it's bad, it's actually really cool. So first thing you do is you straighten out the legs, just unchicken the chicken legs, and then fold the feet together, and then rotate it 180. Make sure everything's aligned. Do the same on the other leg, unchicken, fold the feet, rotate 180. Okay, Now for the arms, you just unpeg from the chest. So that just frictions there. It doesn't actually friction that well either, but yeah. Unpeg that. Open this. Oh. This is a bit tight, but open that. Rotate, fold the head in. Might as well rotate it, otherwise the face will be looking at you from the back. And push that back in. That's it. Now remove the shield if you haven't already. Now the fists, you fold, close that up, and then fold that in. Same with the other one, close that up, fold that in. Now, better to position the arms first. So what you do is you fold for this arm, the right arm, you straighten that out there, and then rotate that forward like that, and then that peg goes into that hole. Align the grill. As you can see, the grill just extends to that part of the arm, and then see that hole, that peg goes into that hole. So again, straighten this in and then peg that into the hole. Align the grill again. That's it. Now for the other arm, this is slightly different. So straighten that in. Rotate that like this, so, and then peg it to that hole again. Oops, sorry. Rotate that way, and then peg that there. That's it. Again, align those grills. That's it. Now for the legs, extend this forward as much as you can, and then see that peg there. There, it pegs into that hole. So as long as you can finagle it in there, should go in without any trouble. And just compress it together. Now just raise this so it's flush to the top, so it's not as noticeable. And then you simply take the shield again. Take the shield again, and using those two flat pegs there, this and this, you peg it on those two holes there, two slits here. So just peg, if it's all aligned properly, just peg flush. We just adjust my camera. And there you have Studio Series scrap metal in its output. Now, as you can see, it's a really cool looking excavator. Line. Has all the neat details, and while it is mostly pink, it does have all those gunmetal and silver plastic that stands out. So looking closely at the figure, as I've said, there's this gunmetal gray forming the outside of the threads. These threads are mostly black. You can see there's some detail there. The cockpit is picked out in blue. There's even a tiny wiper there. You can see that. It's cool. Again, the other side, really nice. The excavator itself does move, so you can extend it forward, up, extend that, and the digger itself. So yeah, not a bad alt mode. Okay, some size comparisons. Here is scrap metal with Power to Prime's Dreadwind and the Sideswipe. Oddly enough, this is probably the first time I've seen the Dreadwind alt mode be in scale with anything. So they look in scale. Obviously, they don't look in scale here. Okay, here's Scrapmetal beside Ratchet and Starscream. Now you tell me, I think these two are in scale. These two I'm not really sure. I don't know. This still seems a bit small to me. And of course, Mark Ruffalo in a scooter. Turn around. Now it does have another transformation, and that is the arm of Devastator. So let's do that real quickly. First thing I do is unpick or remove this back panel, which does stay on really well. Okay, and then just untransform the two arms, and just the two arms. So start with this. Okay, this is it, and then just extend the claw pit. Okay, and then just do that, that, and extend that. Now just extend this, and I think this is the connector piece to the main Devastator body. And that's it. That is the hand of Devastator. So taking deluxe figure, you can see how massive Devastator is gonna be, given that his one hand can practically grasp a whole deluxe. Excited. Okay, now in the end of the day, will you get this figure? I don't know. Movieverse Devastator is probably one of the biggest movieverse robots there, and I don't know if you guys are not excited to get that. I don't know. I am. So other than that, he is a very solid robot, and who doesn't like a construction robot, right? We've all had those construction transformers before, and even if the robot is a bit bland, everything else in this figure is solid. I don't have that much to complain. So yeah, I mean, ask me, just get him. He's fun, simple, easy to transform. Robot mode is really detailed and all. So yeah, go get him. So this has been a review of the Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Studio Series Constructicon Scrapmetal. This has been Grim Trigger. If you like this video, please do like, subscribe, and share, and leave a comment. And as always, thanks for watching.